welcome back to Let's Play Phantasy Star End of the Millennium. I did some off-screen grinding, and as you can see, we have most of our characters up to level 10 to 11. That's my range. And since last you remember, Rika was a level 1. But now, if we look at her stats now, she has Res and Senior. Now, Senior is an agility technique which raises your agility. They don't say how much, but you do get a raise of speed, which is always good. Of course, the only thing Grizz has is Bros. Grizz just basically stops an enemy in their tracks. Chaz, of course, has Res, Su, and Anti. Anti is, of course, Antidote, which is something I kind of learned before I started recording. Of course, I also have Hinas and Yuka. Hinas, of course, is Escape, and Yuka is mainly Teleport. For Alice, she has Foy, Shift, Sena, and Zun. And she has Vortex and Moonshade. And consulting my guide right now, because you always gotta consult your guides. Mine just happens to be sitting in my lap here. And as I'm flipping through all these, let's see. Now, I can actually look at this. I don't think Moonshade is in here. Actually, I think you can use Moonshade. I don't think you can use Moonshade in a... No, you can't. You can't use Moonshade in a combo attack. Or like I call it, a gut tie attack. Yeah, Moonshade reflects the magnified light of the moon to hypnotize and destroy your enemies. So that's what Moonshade does. That's what Moonshade does. Okay, next is Han. Wait, not Han. Please, thank you. Now, Han, of course, has Riz, Gerun, Wat, Anti, Doran, Zan, and Vol. Vol basically stops your enemies. That's all Vol does. With a zap of electricity, Vol just stops the enemy's nervous system. So it's kind of like a paralysis attack. I think I covered everybody. And of course you see I have grinded like a madman and got myself 8,562 Meseta. So I think I'm going to get Rika her level because she belongs in the level 10 club. Now, I have gone to a few areas to do some grinding. This cave, for one. Of course, I also like to point out that it does get boring. And I did take the items from the cave, so for LP's sake, I will go through the cave. Enrica gains her level. And she is level 10. Now, there's a reason why we should go to the wreckage. Because there's a scene here that just needs to be seen, and I didn't want to do it because I was grinding like mad here. Now, of course, these are the Warren 286. Humanoid robot shoots at you, and its flare shot is pretty powerful if you're not properly equipped. But this is the main reason why this is probably the main reason why I actually go through this area. Because I like to grind for a lot of money, as well as levels. And before we go into the next area, I think it is required to grind a bit. Because it's Phantasy Star, and in Phantasy Star you do a lot of grinding. And to go back on my point about RPGs, sometimes when you grind, you can become stupidly powerful. And I mean stupidly powerful. I mean to a point in which the enemy will basically miss every time when it hits. You're that badass. Now, of course, the only three items I really need is to get Alice her equipment and to get 2 ceramic helms. Now, of course, here's where I think is the event, which needs to be seen, and there's a new enemy, the Tracer. A tad bit stronger than the Whistle, but still all the same weak. Phantasy Star. Truly, it is one of the forgotten RPGs of Sega history. The second would be Wonder Boy. By the way, I did manage to download the Wonder Boy series. Well, not the Wonder Boy series, but I downloaded the Mega Drive, aka Genesis version of Wonder Boy, which is Monster World. Now I know they have like 5 different versions of Monster Boy. I just only have 2. The Genesis and the arcade version. It increases, and he gets Gyres. And as we go up here, we have an event. There are lights flashing. I know what it is. Move over, Chess. Wow. Petty pestle. Pretty hard security code to break, but there. We can now access the main computer's memory. What's this? Look, it says that this is the spaceship that escaped from Palma 1,000 years ago. What? Really? But Palma exploded 1,000 years ago. Oh, you know about that? Yes, I learned it at the academy. Palma, the first planet of the Algol solar system, was destroyed in AW 1284 when the artificial satellite Gyra crashed into it. Today, the only vestige of Parma is the asteroid belt. But there were people that were able to escape. According to records, just before the explosion, some people were able to escape. The spaceship was damaged and became trapped in orbit around Motavia. They floated around in space until all the humans aboard died, but the computer was able to sustain itself with its self-repairing mechanisms. They all died. According to the flight chart, the orbit slowly decayed over the last thousands of years. The ship finally crashed here. Then it means all the Parmenians perished. Wait, this is not the only ship that escaped from Palma. It seems that other similar ships were able to escape successfully. Most of them landed either in Motavia or Zodius, but it looks like some of them went right out of the Algol solar system. Can't get an accurate number, but it looks like tens of ships. So they're still continuing their flight somewhere in the universe. This must be a spaceship that escaped from Parma. Yeah, after that, after you get that piece of information, which is so heavy, you just had to tip your head back. That's about it. So I guess that's the fed systems, I suppose. So since we had cleared this area full of its treasures and leftovers, no point in staying here, right? So let's see. I know what you're gonna say. Why don't I cut out all the fights? Because I'm tired. If I feel like I do it, I'll do it. Well, what I'm going to do, instead of walk all the way back, I'm going to use Hinas. And yes, I also went to Nadia, which will be part of a mission much later. And we got infant worms. Don't know why, but I feel like doing something really stupid, but yet I'm game. Let me do this. Let me go to Idol. First we go to the Guild Armory. This is the Guild Armory. And what we want to do here is, well, no. We wanted to go here. I want to buy 2 ceramic helms. One ceramic mill. I think that'll cover it. Let's see. We equip the following. Grizz needs a ceramic helm, got ceramic mail. Alice needs only a ceramic mail. And Chaz only needs a ceramic helm. That's pretty good, but we're going to change his shield. And we're going to sell this, this, and this. And we're going to buy Han a graphite shield. And that will cover it. Because he is flimsy, so just to help you out, sir, we're gonna hook you up. And we saw the last of the items, which is a carbon shield. We don't need it. No. No, we're good. Thank you. Alright. Now, we don't really need to buy anything else, because we are all set to take on Zeo's Fort. Or so we think we are. You see, Zeo's Fort would... If I were to give a good guesstimate of what's a good level to be at Zeo's Fort with, it'd be around 14 to 15. For the first time, anyway. Because in this case, I would like to have every bit of my I would like to have every bit of defensive measures I can get. So what we're going to do is we're going to take on the first task of being a hunter. Namely, we're going to perform missions.
Welcome. You have come to the Hunter's Guild, where we enrich the lives of hunters. Your relevant area is over there. For those of you hunters who already joined, I'd like to give you information about available job listings. Currently listed are the ranch owner. This is a request from a ranch owner at the village of Mile. The sandworms at my ranch have become so big that I'm at my wit's end. Please help me. That is the message. The fee offered is 5,000 meseta. Will you take this job?
Yes, I will.
In that case, please go to Mile and get more details from the rancher.
Yeah, do you remember the first part which I showed you the rancher who was blocking the way to the sandworm ranch? We're gonna go there. And yes, I am nuts. But you know what? I think I can do this. I believe I can do this because I just know I can. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a hop, skip, and jump to Mile. Go here. And talk to the rancher. Yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, we can do something about it. You won't complain. Thank you! Here, sandworm! That's a good boy! Now get your ass over here. Stinking butthole. Okay, first off, we're gonna raise our agility. Because the whole trick is if you can be faster... If you can be faster than... If you can actually be faster than the sandworm, you're okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the following. Saner twice, vision once. Vision once. And next what we're going to do is Rika will heal Chaz because he's not putting on his A game today. And next we're going to do Vortex. And I think I'm going to pull out Doran to slow him down. That doesn't work. See? Now, next thing I'm going to do for this round is I'm going to slow him down. Illusion speeds down your enemy. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to directly attack another vortex. Let's see. Let's see what happens if I cast Gedun on it. And it doesn't work. Okay, that doesn't work. Alright. So we're going to pull out the double slash then. Pull out the cross cut. Vortex. And what? Alright, next on this round. Direct attack. More Saner. More crosscut. I only got 2, so I might as well waste them. You go on defense. And you heal. Speed is very important. Next thing we're going to do for this round, we are going to do this. Attack. Let's see. All I have is 3 spells. Okay. Another double slash. I'm fresh out of crosscut, so I'm going to direct attack. Next thing I'm going to do is cast Shift on Chaz. And what? Thank you. And let's see. I think it's time to pull out the Tri-Blaster. And the Tri-Blaster, I'm going to pull out Zoo. I think it's Su, Foy, and Wat. Let me see. Su, Foy, and Wat. 1. Oh, it doesn't work. Su, Wat. Okay, we're gonna try that again. Well, let's fail this time. Grizz, you attack. Rika, heal. Su, Foy, Wat. Even though that was not Tri-Blaster, it worked! And with that, we get a level increase. Grizz gets 2 levels. Rika gets 2 levels and a new skill. Eliminate. Chaz gets 1, 2. He gets Air Slash. Alice gets 1. Han gets Rimpa. Level ups all around. Wonderful job. And I was finally able to feed those sandworms successfully. Ranch, my dream. Thank you. There's no lamenting about the past. Should make a clean break and go on to the next thing. Send your compensation to the guild. So please pick it up there. We can leave. I remember when I first played this game, I was never able to beat the sandworm on one full go. But now that I've learned, and after watching RPG's Looney's run of how to take out the sandworm, Thank you. Yeah, that actually works. It's all about speed. It's not about defense. It's about speed. If you can actually be faster, then I believe you're about a leg up on the competition. So let's warp back to Idle. And get our fee. Of the sweet 5,000 Meseta. That resolved the problem before anyone got hurt. Too bad for the ranch owner, though.
They seem like a person who would not be daunted for long. I shall prosper again.
With less sandworms. Yes, this game has been sponsored with less sandworms. Anyway, moving on. The next thing I am going to do is I'm going to rest. No, not that kind of rest. I'm going to rest. Heal my HP and MP, or TP. My health points and toilet paper. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm healing my health points and toilet paper. Because when you think TP, you start thinking toilet paper. Now, for the next upcoming mission, I'm going to do the following. I'm going to leave... Yes, believe it or not, you can actually leave this place. See, it's right outside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go leave. I'm going to leave the city, like so. And simply go around. And all you're going to do is hug the walls. Just keep hugging the walls. And you'll come up to a bakery shop, which is here. And you're going to go down here. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to the baker here, talk to him. And all he offers is shortcake. Now for the next side mission that we are going to do, whenever it shows up, we're going to need this. So we're going to buy a shortcake. And that's it. Inconvenient my ass. That is inconvenient. Y'all could have put up a flyer or something. Shit. So anyway. Stupid bastard. Anyway. Moving on. Since there's nothing to do here. Oh yes, around here is the graveyard. I could have went up here. Really, I could have went up there and that way to the bakery, but oh well, I did anyway. So that's the graveyard, and here says no, Grizz, read it. Yeah, it's a grave. This one is no, Grizz. Grizz, what are you doing? Grizz, what are you doing? Well, shit, you're in the way. You're just standing there. What the hell do you want?
Why, so you're finally thinking of buying a plot buying a plot in this town? Are you kidding? I have no desire to have my bones buried in a squalid town like this. When I'm old, I'm going to lead a relaxing lifestyle in a quieter place.
Just keep telling yourself that, Alice. It'll happen soon enough. So we're going to save, because we are awesome like that. And we're going to look at her stats because it's necessary. Now, what Rika has gained, and she's not too far from being level 13. So we're going to bump her level up a bit. And I think at level 13 she might have Debon. And Debon is a defense tech. You can only use it in battle though. But right now she only has Saner. Chaz has Rezu, Anti, and Zon. Zon is basically a vacuumed tornado of sorts. And he has Air Slash. Air Slash is a attack all spell. Attack all skill. And all it does is you make a quick slash and just like that. Next is Alice. Now it says 2 Moonshade, 7 Vortex. Not bad. Han has Gyres, which is a stronger version of Riz. You can gain more HP. Rimpa is basically paralysis. It cures paralysis. I think that's what it does. I'm consulting my guide, so you'll excuse me. Okay. According to this, it says Rampa is paralysis. Kills paralysis, just like I said. Like I said, I'm really consulting my guide on certain spells I'm rather rusty on because I haven't played this game in so long. So let's see. Han is Sit, so is Alice, and Chaz, and Rika, and Grizz. So, with that, we are going to go to the town of Kadati. But first, we have to go through the passageway. And the passageway, we're bound to encounter such new enemies like the Spirit and the Tech Users, and Zol Slugs. Now, the Spirit may look sinister, but he really is chicken shit. But it can still hurt, though. And Rika gains a level, and she gets Gyres. She doesn't get Debon yet. So she's at level 13. She may get it around, level 14, 15. My guess be 15. And the thing about this is, if it fuses, it turns into a Meta Slug. And it becomes a pain in the ass to deal with. So what we're going to do is we're going to speed it down a bit. Agility down. There you go. When illusion actually connects, that's what it does. So therefore you can be a tad bit faster than the opposition. Use only when necessary if you're facing such incredible stupid odds. And Alice has the skill of death. Now, of course, that can be used in a combination attack. Like so. What I'm going to do in this case, I'm going to do the following. Okay, Alice has Foy. Jazz has Sue. Han has what? Grizz will go on defense, and yeah, we're good. Now check this out. I'm using my macro, in which everybody will be using different sorts of moves, like defense, attack, that sort of thing. It's like the AI in Lunar Eternal Blue. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to try to attempt the Tri-Blaster in this setting, if it can be done right. If not, we'll just have to... Now, of course, if that doesn't work, well... Han gains level, he learns Remit. And Remit is, of course, another ability. And Remit does the following. Shuts down enemies' nerve systems, causing them to go unconscious. So that's all it's going to do. So now we get out of here. And walk to Gadari. Or Kadari. And we're going to heal up here. 200 Meseta, sure. What's 200 Meseta, right? Now, it is here that I got the laser slasher. And, as you can see, don't be alarmed. This is one of these people who I think I've seen far too much in a Baptist church. He's in a fit, so we'll leave him alone. And yes, you'll see plenty of these fools around here. Yeah, most people, I believe, are just, I don't know. Can we say cult? Yeah, cult. He's fainted. Oh, how frightening. No, that's just the usual, oh, I'm getting in the spirit sort of things. Trust me, if you go to church as long as I have, stuff like that, even in video game format, isn't new. That's what they call, you know, getting in the spirit. Right, sure. So everybody's at level 13. And for the record, I'm going to save here. Because, of course, why not? And I'm going to take on Zeo's fort for the first time. Dude, seriously, you didn't have to go there. You did not have to go there and do that. What did Han ever do to you, man? Seriously, man, what did he ever do to you? Anyway, Han, you get a bit of the guy res. There. And we're gonna go into Zeal's Fort. And Zeal's Fort, in this case, you cannot go through here because you have to beat a certain enemy in order to get through here. But there are plenty of items you can get while you're here. And we're facing the tech user. And if anything we've learned from RPGs, certain RPGs, especially when you're facing something like someone like this, always take the magic user out first. That's the reason why. That's the main reason why you want to take out the magic user first. Because the magic user will somehow perform some dick move which makes things stupidly difficult for you. Grizz gains level after getting hurt like that, and he learns skill War Cry. War Cry is basically what it is. It's a simple power procedure. Do we have to fight these guys? No. I really don't want to fight these guys. Really, I don't. What's in here? Two places we can go to. Now we can go to the right, and there's a right set of stairs and a left set of stairs. Let's see what's going to happen if we go to the left set of stairs. There's another set of stairs. Let's go down these stairs. In here, you'll get 2,000 meseta. And if you drop down here, you will get a Moon Dew. Now, the Moon Dew... Now, whenever you get a Dew, it's very rare. So let's look at the Dew. I do believe the Moon Dew heals every part of you. I think. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on it. But the Moon Dew does the following. If I can actually get to it. The Moon Dew can give light to a flatline character. Ah, yes. That's what it does. It's basically regen. Or river. And when we get those, you'll be glad you got river, and even more, you'll be glad you got regen. So we're going to try this again. And we're facing a new enemy, the Rippers. Wonderful. I'm not pleased to see you, sir. I am not amused. I truly is not amused. So moving on, we're going to go back to where we were before, which is up here. And we take in the left, and I think we're going to go to the right. I think there's a weapon here. Yeah, we're going to go to the right, and of course you know this is a... Can we run? Yeah, we can run. Okay, good. Because I don't want to go flatline on us. And this is a dead end. You cannot go in this path, so what we must do is... Oh, there's a Shadow Saber. Now, these enemies usually somehow drop a very rare weapon. It's a Shadow Blade. And Shadow Blade causes instant death. Now, instant death is good. I know I said instant death. I know I said instant death. I mean, instant death is good. But I think what's even better is the fact that I think it'll give you a bit of a boost in attack. Or I think it'll drop your attack rate. I'm not sure. So what we're going to do is we're not going to take on these. We're going to move on. We're going to take this narrow route. You bastard, you. Note, I'm going by what I know. So therefore, if we want to go here, we can do that. We're not going to go here yet. We're going to go down this hole. And in this hole we find a laser barrier. Useless! And let's see what this laser barrier does. A laser barrier doesn't do squat for shit. Or maybe it gives good defense, but I do not trust it. So we'll give it to you, Han. Since it seems like you'll be needing that. Okay, since we have finally gotten rid of all those items, those little side items, we're gonna go here a third time. You know, I'm kinda sick of you, man. I truly am. I mean, you're just throwing your weight around. You're not doing a damn thing to help. Oh, yes, heal. Heal. Yes, heal. There. Trust me, throughout this whole course of the game, Rika is your money maker. She will be your savior and you will bow down and kiss her. You will thank God she is on your team. So what we're going to do is we're going to go past these idiots. Yes, we're going to go past. Damn you people. Won't you guys ever give up? No? Well, I guess I better give you an A for persistence. I mean, you do good work around here in Zeal's Fort. I'll give you that. Of course, the ban is useless when you're dead. Or where you're getting hacked into pieces. It just will not do, sir. Will not do at all. Alright, so I think I can go around here. No, let me see. I can go down here. Nothing in here. I can go up here, I think. Nothing here. So we're gonna run like hell. And I'm going to go on the process of running. Yeah, say what you want, but you know, I believe you only need to fight when you really, truly need to. So, no, Chaz. You're going to heal your girlfriend, Rika. since you're so fond of her. Which, trust me, I have a girlfriend and I'm very fond of her. I will protect her to the very end. Even if she says don't protect me, I'm going to still do it anyway. Because that's how I roll. And if anybody says otherwise, I will kick their ass. Shadow Blade! That is what I'm talking about. Now, the Shadow Blade is very costly. Therefore, if you get the Shadow Blade, the only stats that will go down are your defense, agility, and mental power. So really, it's not really worth it. You're better off. Moving on. Now we go through here. I think there's a weapon down here. No, weapon up here. Okay, this is a laser claw. We give that to Rika. 7 points more than the saber claw. And the other one is in, I believe... Now here we can face Juza, but I choose not to. Because I feel we're not strong enough to face him yet. We still need at least, at the very least, one more level, at least, at the very least. Chaz gains a level and he learns Rinpa. See, up there is Juza. Now, we can try and go after him. But something tells me that without a certain spell that we need, we are not going to last one turn without it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use all my Dimates. Which, let's see, the lowest would be, let's see, Grizz, and then his Dimate on Chaz. Rika can hang, because she has spell points. We are not going to fight those. We are not that crazy. And what I'm going to do... A good man picks his own fights, you know what I mean? Down here, I think there's a weapon. Yes, this is a Dimate. I think there's a laser sword in here. I'm not sure. I'm consulting Zeal's Fort. I don't actually have to look at the maps. I'm already aware of the maps. It's the area I'm more interested in. What's in said area, so that's why I'm consulting my guide. Because really, why not? Okay, in Zeal's Fort, blah 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 blah. There is a laser sword. There's a laser sword in Zeal's... in Zeal. In Zeal's Fort. There's, of course, a laser sword. And in Zeal's Fort. There's, of course, a laser sword. In Zeal's Fort. There's, of course, a laser sword. In Zeal's Fort. There's, of course, a laser sword. In Zeal's Fort. There's, of course, a laser sword. In Zeal's Fort. There's, of course, a laser sword. In Zeal's Fort. There's, of course, a laser sword. In Zeal's Fort. There's, of course, a laser sword. In Zeal's Fort. There's, of course, a laser sword. In Zeal's Fort. There's, of course, a laser sword. In Zeal's Fort. There's, of course, a laser sword. In Zeal's Fort. There's, of course, a laser sword. In Zeal's Fort. There's, of course, a laser sword. In Zeal's Fort. There's, of course, a laser sword. In Zeal's Fort. There's, of course, a laser sword. In Zeal and consulting where I am right now. Da 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 da. Okay. Okie dokies. Okie dokies. Okie dokies. Alright, we're gonna go back. Tech years aren't nothing. Because a good LPer always has a guide around, whether he's looking at it or he's reading it. So guys, if you ever have your books from old games like Secret of Mana, or Phantasy Star, in the Millennium, go right ahead and use them. Anyway, I think this will lead me to where I need to be. This will lead me to the laser sword, I believe. No, that'll lead me Juza. I don't want to go see Juza. And it's entrance of the... Oh, lovely. Oh, well. I'm gonna go and get this laser sword because I feel better if I get a laser sword. And in the process, gain a level out of all this. Let's check our stats. Real quick, like. 2,400. Oh, good. She's just about there. That's all we need. 2,400. 3,000. 3,600. 2,300. And 2,000. Okay. Alright. Because, see, I feel better if I had every known item that I can possibly find while I'm in this damn place. And just have a... And you know, just find everything while I'm doing this. Because, I mean, I can always take on Juza. But he's not really what I want right now. Oh no, that's not what I want at all. I want my laser blade, god damn it. Just like Blackjack, eh, hon? You cut him where it hurts. I think down here. No. Right up here. Yeah, this is it, right here. So we're going right up here to where we will get... Oh, you son of a bitch! You dirty fuckers, you. I don't believe it. Well, you know what? Screw this, man. Y'all gonna get cut, chopped, and everything else. Tack down. You heal your girlfriend. Done. Rika gains level and she gets D-Bond. That's what we were waiting for. And a laser sword. That's what I was waiting for. So, since I've cleared this area, the upper area rather, I happen to get the laser sword, and I'm going to use said laser sword. Because why the hell not? Oh yeah, now we can just drop out. No, we can't drop out. Can we save here? No, we can't save here. Y'all sure cold, Sega. Alright, so what we're going to do now... One Shadow Saber? Really, game? I think now's a good time to get rid of these guys. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. That's pathetic, but that's still not good. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look at my stats. Like I said, I was about to be 14 or 15, somewhere in that area. But I rather play it safe and just get every piece of goodness I can out of this. I could try it, but that's too much of a risk. Plus, I do not want to go all the way back and find every goddamn item all over again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the following. I'm going to use Hina's like so. Go to Kadari like so. Heal up. And I will call this a pouch for now. Because A, it's kind of getting late. And I don't want to overdo it with time and circumstances beyond my own control. So I'm going to stop right here. Make a save. And with that would do it for tonight's episodes of Phantasy Star, The End of the Millennium. I'd like to thank you for joining me this evening. And with that, I hope to see you next time when we do take on Juza, save Demi, and all that other good stuff that comes with the territory. So with that, I have been the underdog of the underrated, Poke7. To my friends, Pooks, or Izzy. Call me what you will. But anyway, this has been Phantasy Star 4, End of the Millennium, brought to us by Sega of 1994. And of course, as always, the underdog has spoken, and I